Hello, singers. Can you tell this is not a normal video? I am here in my bathrobe. I just woke up and I am not feeling very well. So this happens to everybody. It's really a normal thing, but I thought it might be useful to you to show you how I care for my voice when I am not feeling at my best. I had a lot of big plans for today. I'd hoped to record a bunch of videos and to do some practicing. So we'll see how much vocal function I can restore and just kind of how I'll care for myself as the day goes on. So it'll be more of a vlog style video. If you were here on the channel just to check out the voice exercises, then I promise those will be back as normal next week. And hopefully I will be back to full strength next week too. But in the meanwhile, thank you for watching. And if you want to see how I care for my voice today, then just stick around. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually just do a little bit of bubbling this water through a straw while humming. As you can hear, my voice is just so croaky, and I'd like to see if I can just restore a little bit of fluidity there with some straw phonation, just so that I am not continuing to add more and more inflammation as I just go about my normal talking of the day, you know, talking to the family. So I have some Halloween costume shopping to do for my kids, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of that while I bubble through a straw. So I've got my straw, and I'm just putting it down in there. So just checking in to show you that actually I really do sound a lot better after about 5 minutes of just buzzing. I don't sound perfect, but it feels a lot easier to speak. I don't feel like I'm straining, and that is great because the first thing I want to do is just not do any more damage as I'm just going about my day talking to my family. So that's a good start, and I think I'm about to hop in the shower and try and get some good steam going. Okay, it's remarkable how much better I feel having taken that shower. Just being clean, having that hot water, I just feel a little more clear, and I feel so much more peppy, basically. So I'm gonna try to ride this wave of energy. I'm gonna put myself together, even though I'll obviously be staying home today. I think that just getting cleaned up is gonna help me to feel a little bit more myself. And then if I still have energy, I might try to record some of these videos. We will see if there's anything that is actually of a good enough quality to be published. But I think I want to take advantage of feeling good while I can, because I don't really know what kind of direction this cold is going to take, or if it's a cold at all. So far I'm texting negative, so we'll find out. But you know, in the meanwhile, I'd rather spend my time productively rather than just worrying. If things go the wrong way, there'll be plenty of time to worry then. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and just put myself together a little bit, and then I'll be back with you to see if I can make some videos. So I've put together a sort of reasonable facsimile of my face. I feel better. My voice feels a little better. I was doing a little lip buzzing and some little bit of SOVT work while I brushed my hair. And so we'll see. I'm going to jump in and see if I can get some of these videos recorded. Wish me luck. So I've just finished recording 2 videos. I'm really happy with them, but when I listen back, I'll have to see if my vocal quality is really up to par, if I'm able to actually publish them. I know the point of you watching these videos is not for me to sing my best, but for you to actually learn something. So I'm hoping that the educational value is there. And in the meanwhile, I have something really happy to show you, which is I just took another COVID test, and look at that beautiful blue line. I'm delighted. So far so good with that. Although the truth is I feel kind of crummy. So I am going to reopen this Murphy bed that's right behind me. I'm trying to stay away from my husband and kids right now. So I'm gonna open the bed, lie down. I'm gonna bring my book, but I think that's a pretty aspirational idea. I think most likely I'm gonna just sack out and take a nap, which would be great. Okay, see you soon. So it is the following day. Here's an update. After I got into bed yesterday, I actually did not leave the bed again until this morning. I ended up feeling worse and worse and worse as the day went on. And this morning when I woke up, I did in fact test positive for COVID. So I'm not in great shape, although I feel a whole lot better today than I did yesterday. My voice is still really gravelly. I'm not doing any singing, but I am gonna look at some music and I'm gonna edit those videos that I recorded yesterday. The most urgent thing for right now is I am going to make myself a saltwater gargle. And this is something that can actually be really useful to you if you have any kind of throat pain. Warm tap water, salt, you want it as salty as seawater, somewhere around there, and just gargle it. I will not show you gargling because it's gross, but that's what I will be doing here. And then I'm gonna try and sit outside for a little while just to get out of this room for a little bit. Okay, so I'm set up here outside. I gargled for about 5 minutes and it was really, really helpful in terms of like throat pain. And I think because I was gargling, actually, my voice sounds a little better too. So that's just about the most use I've had for my voice all day. At this point, I'm not trying to jump up and start singing. I just want to kind of protect myself from, especially from all the coughing that I'm doing, by really staying hydrated, staying rested. And then when I'm able to do a little bit of SOVT work, just to sort of minimize the damage that all the coughing might be doing, so that when I am, hopefully, fingers crossed, in 5 days, able to come back, that I can really start singing as soon as possible again. So famous last words, we'll see how it all goes. I'll try and be patient. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and work on making a playlist of all of the repertoire that I'm working on currently so I can do some listening while I follow along with my scores. And then I'm going to do some video editing. You might see me masked because my daughter is playing outside. So if she's going to be nearby, I'll probably pop this on just to try and give an extra layer of production. But it definitely feels great to be outside and to be out of that room for a little while. I'm hoping that I'll be able to do more of this outside time as the week goes on. Hey singers, it's my final check-in of the night. I'm about to get ready for bed, but before I do, I'm going to just do a little nebulizing, write a little bit of pronunciation into some music that I'm going to be working on. Just get things ready so that when my voice is back, I will be ready to jump into action. So I will see you in the morning. Hey singers, it's day 3 of this vlog. I'm happy to report I'm actually feeling a lot better today. I was able to take a little walk this morning. Fortunately, the weather's really beautiful and being out in the sun really helped me to feel better. I just spent about a half an hour just playing through on the piano some of the more difficult pitch stuff that I've got coming up, and then I'm about to lie back down and just listen to that playlist that I made yesterday. So I hope that that combination of just playing through some things and then hearing it in context of the full work will help me to sort of kind of progress my music learning, even though I can't be using my voice right now. I do think my voice is coming back a little bit. It feels a lot smoother than yesterday. I know it's not perfect yet, but I am continuing to also do all of those things I've been showing you. I've been continuing to gargle with salt water. I have my bubbles here, which I've used a little bit today, but I'll use more maybe even as I'm listening. And the hot showers, all of these things, the nebulizing, I'm continuing to keep all those up. So back to bed. Hey singers, so I'm gonna wrap up this video. I still have a few days of isolation to go, but I feel like I'm on the right trajectory, and I also don't really have anything else very exciting to show you. I think that the next few days will be probably much more repetition of the things I've already been doing, nebulizing, practicing quietly, getting tons of rest, lots of hydration, gargling, those kinds of things. It's not particularly exciting, but recovery really isn't. It's kind of boring, and I wish I had some kind of magic trick to show you, but I'm sure that if something existed, you'd know about it already. So I should certainly say here, I'm not a doctor. obviously, and this video is not meant to be prescriptive. It's really purely for entertainment, and maybe you might find some of it interesting in terms of how I'm managing my own recovery and kind of vocal preservation as I go. But I certainly wish you very good health and happy music making, and I will see you next Thursday for hopefully a much more normal video. See you soon.